This video is brought to you by Excel with Grace, sport-specific and therapeutic yoga. The following video, we're going to go over 3 restorative yoga poses. These poses are great for athletes who are recovering from hard training blocks, or especially during the taper phase. So I've got a few different props here. I've got a yoga block. If you don't want to go out and buy a yoga block, something I did at one point was actually took a bigger book, something like a dictionary, and wrapped it with duct tape. I've got a cushion that is specifically used for yoga, but you can use any cushion you have in your house. And then I have a bolster. And once again, pillows can be used instead of the bolster. So the first pose that we're going to come into is called heart bend. So take my block, put it under the bolster, lay the bolster down so it's inclined. Take the cushion and base of the bolster, and now just lie down on the bolster. You want to make sure that your head is on the bolster solidly so that you can relax through the neck and it's in good alignment. Have your hands on either side of you with your palms facing up. That way you want to allow the chest to open, the shoulders to relax, and just really relax it through the upper body. Now, there's a few ways you can have your feet. You can have them hip width apart, knees hip width apart, pointed straight up to the ceiling. You can have soles of the feet together, knees coming out wide, so that you're stretching through the inner part of the thighs. You can bring your feet about mat width apart, drop the knees in towards each other, and really allow each leg to take the weight of the other, releasing through the outer part of the hips. Or you can have your legs straight. Now, in this pose, you want to be staying here anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. This type of pose, all 3 of these poses I'm going to show you, you want to be in to allow the body to completely and totally let go. You want the bolster, you want the blocks to support you, support your weight, and allow the body to release. So, the next pose is going to be a gentle twist, and it's called deer. So, bring your left leg forward at about a 45-degree angle. Take your right leg, bend the knee, place a foot behind you, placing the left foot on the inner part of the right thigh. You're going to take your bolster, place it at a 90-degree angle from your left hip. On an inhale, you're going to bring the spine long, body just in really great posture. On an exhale, you're going to twist towards the bolster and then allow yourself to be supported by the bolster. This should bring a gentle twist in your back. You may even get a stretch through the hip flexor on the right side. Now you can have your head in this position, or you can turn in the opposite direction. Depends on which way your neck is comfortable. For me, I have a little bit of limited range of motion in my neck, so having it this way is great. Turning it to the other side is just not comfortable. On an inhale, you place your hands on the ground, push yourself up from the bolster, and come back to center. Once again, that's a pose you want to be in for quite a while to allow the body to relax and release. The final pose that I'm going to show you is called a restorative bridge. So you're just going to use the block. So you come into positioning as you would to do back bridge. You have your feet pointed straight in front of you, hip distance apart. Knees hip distance apart. On an inhale, you're going to lift your hips up just like a back bridge. But then you'll place the block underneath your sacrum, which is the flat part of your pelvis. And then you let your weight go and you let the block support you. Have your hands by your sides, palms up, allowing the chest to relax and release. Now, you may want to get even more of an opening into the front part of the hips. What you can do is Inhale, lift the hips a little higher, and turn the block onto a higher position. Once again, you want to have the sacrum on the block, so you want to feel very stable while you're on the block. And just allow yourself to relax, release, and have the block support your weight. When you're done in this pose, inhale, lift the hips, gently slide the block out from underneath you. For all three of these poses, once again, they should be held for quite a while. You also want to be focusing on having a deep, long breath to allow yourself to